Hashtag askgojiman, are there any vegan probiotics that you particularly recommend for gut issues? Great question, let's get to it, roll the titles.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Welcome back, it's good to see you again. If you haven't met before then, hi, I'm GojiMan. I'm currently finishing a Masters in Nutrition and qualifying as a Nutritionist, and next year I'll be studying for a PhD in Nutritional Science. And look where I am today. Glorious Chatsworth House. So I make vegan health and nutrition videos every single day unless I'm snowed with assignments, in which I answer your health questions under the hashtag askgojiman. So if you have a question for me, then hashtag askgojiman in the comments below, or alternatively you can send your video questions through to contact@gojimannutrition.com. So before I jump into the question and show you the sights of Chatsworth, just a quick reminder, if you want to support me giving 60 free consults a month for people with health and gut issues, then please support my Patreon account, and I will link this down below. Also, my testing facility website is now up and running, so if you suspect you have SIBO or other gut issues, then you can take these tests by following the links down below. Now, if you have good gut health, probiotics will do little, if anything, to enhance your health prospects. You would be better placed in eating fermented foods such as sauerkraut on a regular basis in conjunction with a varied plant-based diet. And if you have gut issues such as Candida or SIBO, probiotics can often make you worse. Because if you have gut issues such as histamine intolerance, then adding probiotics that are high in histamines is simply adding fuel to the fire. So if you have gut issues and other health problems, before you start loading up on the probiotics, then consider some of the following. If you have taken antibiotics or have followed a poor diet and you react to many different types of food because of gut problems, then you need to establish what is driving these reactions and what it is in those foods that you are reacting to. Because it could be histamine, salicylate, sulfur or oxalates, among a number of different things. Now, you would establish the driving factors of your health and gut problems by taking the organic acids test, the SIBO test, and also the comprehensive stool test. Now, if you are not sure what these tests are, I have created a playlist for how and why you should take them, and also how you interpret the test results, so be sure to check out these videos here. So I would strongly recommend watching these videos if you have been battling gut issues for any period of time and your doctor has failed to provide you with any significant answers. Now, I have made a testing facility publicly available on my website. Usually you would need to order these tests through a functional doctor or naturopath, but I am making these tests available because I am sick of these professions profiteering on these tests, which are expensive enough as it is. So if the test results come back showing that you have small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, then you really want to be staying away from probiotics. SIBO means you have bacteria in the small intestines where there should only be very small amounts. So the treatment options here would be antibiotics such as rifaximin or herbal antibiotics to kill off the gut infection. If the test results come back and show you have Candida, oxalate or other gut issues, then you have to be very selective in terms of choosing probiotics. This is because with these type of gut issues, they usually trigger salicylate, histamine and oxalate issues. Many probiotics on the market are high in these compounds, so taking them is likely to give you a worsening of symptoms. Now, if you do have gut issues but you don't react to many different types of food, then fermented foods and dietary modification is your best bet while you fix the gut issues. Obviously, this is not applicable for SIBO. If you do have gut issues and you react to numerous different types of food, then there are only 2 vegan probiotics that I would ever recommend. I will link them down below, but just to reiterate, as always, I am in no way affiliated to these companies. I am just a big fan of the quality of their products. Now, to regain your gut health, you have to repopulate the gut with good bacteria. But if you have developed histamine, oxalate and salicylate issues, then this can be very difficult because the foods that you will need to eat to make you better will trigger reactions, and you won't be able to take probiotics or touch fermented foods because, again, these will trigger a worsening of your symptoms. Now, the 2 probiotics that I would recommend are Prescriptbiotics and Probiota Histamine X. Both brands are obviously vegan and are free of fillers and preservatives and are free of most strains of bacteria that will trigger reactions such as histamine. And prescript biotics are also soil-based probiotics, which means simply that the bacteria is derived from the soil. Now, when you have gut issues, you generally want to avoid bacteria strains such as Lactobacillus casei and Lactobacillus bulgaricus, and I can never say that. That will simply exacerbate your gut issues. Both prescript biotics and probiotic histamine X contain only histamine neutral strains of bacteria, so as long as you don't have bad salicylate type issues, then these probiotics are usually very well tolerated by many people with severe gut issues. But obviously you want to start off slowly and then gradually increase your dose. So just to quickly recap, you first need to establish what your underlying gut issue is. If you have SIBO, avoid probiotics while you kill off the bacterial infection. If you have candida, etc., or any other type of gut issues and you can tolerate fermented foods, then go down that route with dietary modifications and antifungals. And if you do have gut issues that are causing you to react to all different manner of foods, then try prescript biotics or probiotic histamine X to help rebuild your gut, so then you can start eating those probiotic rich foods such as sauerkraut that will really help heal the gut. So I hope you found that useful, and now it's time to have some fun and show you the sights, sounds and scenes of Chatsworth House.
Life's too short to get it all right. First time around, you better not fuck up. Wanna be born again, I want a second chance, 'cause this time around win or lose, it should be worth the fight. Heaven or hell, oh you better not fuck up. Been through enough fire, I've heard all your lies, but this time around I'm gonna give it all up, give it all up, give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I'm gonna give it all up, give it all up, give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I'm gonna give it all up, 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 give it all up. I give it all up.
So that's the end of today's video and Chatsworth, and I can barely talk properly because I'm so cold. But as always, if you have a question for me, then hashtag askgojiman in the comments below. Alternatively, send your video questions through to contact@gojimannutrition.com. And as always, remember to look after your body, because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all